Coming right up, the Bulls taking on the Nets. For the Chicago Bulls, they are firing on all cylinders, and their record speaks for itself. First in the league with no signs of slipping here at the halfway point. Nets, Bulls is next. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for MP.
And guys, in the past 10 games, he's stepped up his role in the offense in a big way. His usage rate has increased. He's finishing off a lot of possessions. And that's just how this team wants it.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic at the pivot with Williams at the 4. Kobe White is out there with MP. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Then it's George. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the 4-man position. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And George gets it to go.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Here's Demon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Got a piece of it to the paint. A 3 ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Here's Thomas following the basket by MP. And here's George for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
Thomas, that's good.
You just can't let Cam Thomas get that kind of position. It's playing with fire. He's got such a knack to score it.
Here's MP. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. MP's got 13. Pass to Claxton. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's MP, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From past the arc, MP again. 18 points for him.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Outside Thomas. Here's Demon. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 10-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Here's George, following the basket by MP. Nifty move. George lays it up and banks it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
On the wing, MP. Boy, he was something else against Utah.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Nets trail by 12. George with the ball. And then Thomas with the jam.
Boy, we don't see Cam Thomas dunk it with authority that often. His legs must be feeling pretty good today.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Demon. Smith checked in for the Bulls. Josh Giddey comes in for Dosunmu. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Here's Claxton, following the basket by MP. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Smith. The Bulls leading by 12. MP right side. Count that one. MP's got 24.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Claxton the pass to Thomas. On the wing, George. Sweet little floater. George has got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
MP deciding where to go with it. MP sets the screen for Giddey. And a wide open look for MP. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Outside Thomas. Back to George. It's all in by the Bulls, and we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 50.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bull. For the Bulls, Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Dosunmu comes in for Kevin Huerter. And MP subbed in for Jones. Williams dishes to Johnson. Pass to Demon. Lets it go with the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Zach Collins is out there with Williams. Then it's MP. Then it's Dosunmu. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. The 3 from George. Collins grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 17. MP right side. Here's Demon. 6 points for him. Here's Wolf. Buries the long-range jumper. Wolf got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. MP inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Offline with his three. Now, MP. 33 points for him. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 35 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hey, right here. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And good, he hits it again.
And in terms of first-year players, he is one of the most high-volume scorers in league history. He's now tied for 5th all-time in points scored by a rookie.
Yeah, you just get the sense there is so much more in store for this young talent. The sky is the limit. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Williams. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Johnson. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Collins. And it's White in for Josh Giddey. Here's George. Pass to Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's MP. Good, he hits again.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Here's Demon to stop the drought. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Outside Thomas. And here's George for three. Sinks the triple. George has got 9.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Here's MP. And he makes good on the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
.104 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Wolf. George looking around. Fires the three. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
That's his 2nd bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Now here's MP. He's got 44. Yep, it counts. MP's got 46 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Outside, George. 20 seconds left here in the second. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
MP outside. The teardrop falls in. MP's got 48.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
MP has been leading the charge for Chicago. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Nets.
They're getting...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Paul George, and it's Wolf in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean,
he got it again! Sensational!
And with each game, it seems this rookie campaign gets brighter and brighter. He now has the 4th most points ever in a rookie season.
And you know what? He's not done yet. This sort of success really breeds confidence for a young player. Not that he needs any at all to get a boost, but my goodness, he has been something.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
MP outside. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Demon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Here's MP. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Back to George. There's the 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to MP. Another bucket. Wow! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Now, here's Thomas. White covering. Here's the floater. Thomas, that's good.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's MP. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Nets passing it around. Thomas passes to George. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. George has got...
The triple has been a major part of Paul George's arsenal. This guy has got the size to get it off.
Rebounded by the Nets.
Oh, that's a chippy. Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
To the middle. Here's Wolf. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wolf got his second basket of the game. MP outside. safely drops in the floater. MP's got 18 points just in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Demon. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And yes, it's good.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Here's Demon. 8 points for him. Laxton is screen on White. Shot clock at 6. Here's Demon. Misses the 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's MP. Again, what an avalanche.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Here's Demon. Covered by MP. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And the Bulls making a change here. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Patrick Williams. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for White. Here's Thomas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thomas got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
MP, that's for 2. Wilson grabs the board. Brooklyn's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP with it. Williams picks him up. Here's MP. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Thomas. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Huerter. MP outside. From the top of the key, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on...
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Kevin Huerter is out there with MP. Then it's Smith. Then it's Collins. And it's Giddey in at the 3, the small forward. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Chicago's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Pass to man. And here's George. over Collins. Oh, and there is George making a fantastic play.
Once Paul George has the first couple go down, now he knows he's cooking, and it's going to be a long night.
Collins finds MP and taken away by Johnson for the finish, and George with the stuff.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Well, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Here's MP, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Keon Johnson.
Oh, crafty move there. MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Here's MP. Good, that's another bucket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
George passes to Williams. Puts up a 3. No good that time. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. MP against Johnson. Here's MP. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Top of the key, Claxton. Claxton is screen on Herter. Man can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Giddey, the pass to MP. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
And again, it's the Nets missing. Chicago has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from connects again.
An elite talent in just his rookie year. He's now 3rd all-time for rookie point production.
And the ability he has shown to score is very uncommon to have right out of the gates.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Here's the teardrop. It's good.
MP clearly put a lot of time into that floater. Boy, that one was pretty.
Pass to man. And here's George. And the Nets miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
MP looking solid from there.
On the wing, Johnson. Claxton the pass to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's MP. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Substitutions on the court.
Chicago with the ball. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Wolf. Giddy defending. Here's Demon. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. MP outside. And the Bulls tack on two more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
Thanks, guys. We've seen a lot of impressive performances from you, MP, but tonight you were in total control. Always 2-3 moves ahead. Looked like you were playing a video game. And you finished with the video game stat line crossing the 90-point mark, only for the second time in NBA history. What was different about tonight for you?
Yeah, the thing about video games is they're art, and art imitates life. You know, I'm out here playing against flesh and blood hoopers. I'm getting double and triple teamed. So if I make it look easy, you know, that's what it is, but it's really hard work. This definitely ain't no video game, but they'll put it in the next one.
Well, hard work is paying off, MP. Well done today.
Hey, thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.